The Desert Storm, a royal betrayal. In the year 1800, a grand royal caravan travels slowly across the endless golden sands of Jaisalmer, carrying precious treasures. Suddenly, the silence is shattered as a rain of sharp arrows flies from behind the dunes, creating total chaos among the guards. Out of the dust emerges the ruthless Shamsher Khan, riding a powerful black horse with a look of pure cruelty in his eyes. With a swift and deadly strike of his sword, Shamsher Khan cuts through the royal defense, defeating the soldiers in seconds. The bandits quickly seize the heavy royal treasure chests and vanish into the dunes like ghosts, leaving nothing behind. Inside the golden fort of Jaisalmer, the worried King Maharawal listens to his minister, realizing this is the sixth devastating robbery. The legend of Hukam Singh. The king is furious and demands to know why the elusive Shamsher is so hard to capture. The general explains that the desert sands protect him like a ghost. An old courtier steps forward and reveals that only one man understands the language of the sand, the exiled warrior Rawat Hukam Singh. A painful memory surfaces showing Hukam Singh being falsely accused of treason and being brutally banished from the kingdom years ago. Realizing his mistake, the king orders his most trusted messenger to find Hukam Singh, stating that the honor of Jaisalmer is more important than gold. In a remote, desolate village, we meet Hukam Singh. He looks calm yet powerful as he tends to his loyal horse, Bijli. The royal messenger delivers the king's plea, but Hukam Singh refuses, stating he won't fight for a kingdom that doubted his loyalty. The quest for the sacred idol. Hukam Singh learns that the villain Shamsher has stolen not just the gold, but the ancient sacred idol of Jaisalmer's goddess. With a heart full of rage, Hukam Singh draws his ancestral Rajput sword, which glitters brilliantly under the scorching desert sun. Hukam Singh rides his horse alone across the vast, golden sands of the Rajasthan desert, determined to reclaim the stolen idol. As night falls, he arrives at a colorful Banjara tribal camp where people are dancing and singing around a large bonfire. Suddenly, a group of ruthless local bandits attack the peaceful camp, trying to steal the tribe's precious grain and supplies. Suddenly Lado enters the scene in a vibrant dress, using her traditional Gofen weapon to knock out two bandits instantly. The brave warrior and the vengeful archer. A group of dangerous thugs surround Lado, but Hukam Singh steps in and defeats all five of them using only a wooden stick. The tribal chief thanks Hukam Singh for his bravery, while Lado and Hukam Singh share a deep, respectful look of admiration. Hukam Singh asks the chief about the whereabouts of Shamsher Khan, causing the chief to tremble in absolute fear. Lado steps forward with determination, revealing that Shamsher killed her brother and she is desperate for revenge. Hukam Singh initially refuses to help, but he changes his mind after witnessing Lado's incredible skill with the bow and arrow. Deep inside a secret tunnel within a massive sand box, the villain Shamsher Khan sits drinking wine before a giant statue. The deadly trap of the desert. A mysterious spy arrives to inform the cruel Shamsher that Hukam Singh has finally returned to the desert lands. Under the early morning sun, Hukam Singh and Lado navigate through the massive, shifting sand dunes of the wasteland. Hukam Singh stops his horse abruptly after noticing fresh hoof prints left in the sand by an unknown enemy. Suddenly, bandits dressed in sand-colored camouflage emerge from beneath the dunes, launching a surprise attack on the duo. A fierce battle erupts as Hukam Singh swings his sword through the dust while Lado fires arrows with precision. Hukam Singh overpowers the bandit leader, holding a sword to his throat and demanding to know Shamsher's location. The secret of Kaal Dora. Hukam Singh catches a robber who tries to lie about the location, but Lado shoots an arrow near his eye to force the truth. After the robber reveals the location of Kaal Dora, Hukam Singh ties him up and leaves him behind to start their journey. Inside the Jaisalmer fort, the treacherous general conspires with the king, tricking him into believing that Hukam Singh has stolen the treasure. The king trusts the general's lies and orders him to lead a troop of soldiers to hunt down Hukam Singh. Under the scorching midday heat, Hukam and Lado stop their exhausted horses at a dried-up oasis to find some relief. While resting, Hukam Singh reveals the painful truth to Lado about how he was framed as a traitor while searching for the real enemy. The great escape from the sand trap. In a quiet and emotional moment, Lado holds Hukam Singh's hand, giving him the strength and courage to face the dangers ahead. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake and the sand starts sliding away, revealing a deadly trap set by Shamshar's cruel men. Panic strikes as Hukam Singh and Lado begin to sink into the deep quicksand, while their horse struggles and whinnies in fear. Using his quick wit, Hukam Singh pushes Lado toward a sturdy tree root and jams his sword into the sand for support. The bandits attack from above, throwing heavy stones and explosive bombs that create a massive blast and a wall of sand. Like a fierce leopard, Hukam Singh bursts out from the sand and launches a powerful hand-to-hand attack on the shocked bandits. The secret betrayal of Jaisalmer. Lado steps out from her hiding spot and rains arrows upon the enemy, fighting side by side with Hukam Singh to wipe out the raiding party. While searching the fallen robbers, Hukam Singh finds a secret gold coin token of the Jaisalmer army, realizing there is a traitor inside the fort. Shamshar Khan receives the news that Hukam Singh is still alive, and in a fit of blind rage, he kills one of his own men. Determined to end the conflict himself, Shamshar Khan decides to enter the battlefield and sends a challenging message to the general of Jaisalmer. Hukam Singh and Lado venture deep into the heart of Kaal, where massive sand dunes rise like mountains up to 100 feet high. As the freezing desert night falls, Hukam Singh avoids lighting a fire to stay hidden, instead using the stars to map their secret path. The secret betrayal of the desert. Under the shimmering stars, Lado sings a haunting traditional song of her tribe, warning Hukam Singh about the hidden dangers of the vast desert. As the first light of dawn breaks, Hukam Singh discovers a hidden valley tucked away behind a massive, towering wall of golden sand. Deep inside the valley, Hukam Singh spots a fortress and sees the general of Jaisalmer shaking hands with the villainous Shamshar. The truth hits Hukam Singh like a thunderbolt. The general is the traitor who framed him and turned the entire kingdom against him. The general laughs evilly, boasting that he told the king Hukam Singh is a rebel and the army will now hunt him down. Consumed by rage, Hukam Singh prepares to charge, but Lado grabs his arm, warning him that they are outnumbered and must wait. The great escape of Hukam and Lado. The silence of the forest is suddenly broken when Lado accidentally steps on a dry branch, making a loud snap. Hearing the noise, Shamshar's fierce hunting dogs begin to bark loudly, alerting the guards to their hidden presence. The chase begins as Shamshar's men mount their horses and gallop wildly in pursuit of Hukam and Lado. Hukam and Lado ride a single horse at breakneck speed, weaving through crates while muskets fire bullets behind them. With incredible skill, Lado turns back while riding and fires two precise arrows, hitting the bandits right in the eyes. Hukam makes a daring move, jumping the horse off a 40-foot-high platform in a spectacular slow-motion leap. They survive the fall, but are immediately surrounded by the Jaisalmer army as the general laughs at their defeat. The betrayal and the ultimate battle. Hukam Singh desperately tries to warn the loyal soldiers that their general is a traitor, but the soldiers are bound by their duty and forced to obey orders. As the battle erupts, Hukam Singh refuses to kill his own countrymen, choosing instead to disarm them and knock them unconscious with strategic moves. The treacherous general attempts a cowardly sneak attack from behind, but Lado bravely jumps in the way to block the strike with her dagger. Lado is wounded by the general's blade and falls onto the sand, sending Hukam Singh into a state of absolute rage and fury. Driven by rage, Hukam Singh launches a ferocious attack, shattering the general's sword into 2 pieces and defeating him decisively on the spot. The soldiers discover a secret letter in the general's pocket proving his betrayal, and they immediately bow down to Hukam Singh in apology. The brave rescue of Lado. Hukam Singh gently carries Lado away from the danger. Despite her injuries, she looks at him with a brave and proud smile, knowing she is safe now. The soldiers quickly gather around Lado to treat her wounds. Meanwhile, the army recognizes Hukam Singh's leadership and officially comes under his command. Hukam Singh studies a map and explains that a direct attack on the sand dunes would be suicide. He proposes a clever Rajputi strategy to trap Shamsher. In the enemy camp, Shamsher receives the shocking news of his general's death. Realizing the danger, he orders all his bandits to arm themselves for a final war. Under the cover of a pitch-black night, Hukam Singh's army moves silently. They have tied cloth to their horses' hooves to ensure not a single sound is made. Now fully recovered, Lado shows her courage by climbing a high vantage point. She carefully observes the positions of Shamsher's guards to help the army. The epic battle for justice begins. Following the secret plan, the brave Lado takes the first shot, firing a flaming arrow directly toward Shamsher's gunpowder store. A massive explosion rocks the entire camp as the gunpowder ignites, sending fire and smoke everywhere and creating total chaos. Hukam Singh leads his brave squad into the heart of the camp, their swords clashing in a fierce battle under the firelight. The battle turns dangerous as Shamsher's bandits use secret tunnels to launch surprise attacks from behind the walls, catching them off guard. Hukam Singh enters a dark, narrow tunnel where he is confronted by Shamsher's most terrifying and powerful giant fighter. After a brutal fight and taking several injuries, Hukam Singh uses his agility to trap the giant under a falling stone ceiling. The Great Desert Treasure Chase. Lado shows her bravery by charging into the enemy camp and scaring away all the robbers' horses so they cannot escape. Seeing the tide turn, the villain Shamsher Khan desperately loads the sacred idol and the gold treasure onto a massive camel cart. Hukam Singh emerges from the dark tunnels just in time to see Shamsher fleeing with the treasure and quickly mounts his horse, Bijli. A high-speed chase erupts across the shifting sands as Hukam Singh pushes his horse to the limit to catch the speeding camel cart. Suddenly, the sky turns a menacing shade of yellow and the wind howls, signaling the arrival of the deadly desert sandstorm. Lado arrives on her horse beside Hukam Singh, shouting a desperate warning that the storm is about to swallow them all. The final battle in the storm. Hukam Singh looks at the darkening sky and declares that the storm will decide the winner today as he pushes his horse to maximum speed. Suddenly a massive sandstorm hits the desert, turning the bright day into a dark night with towering waves of sand flying everywhere. The chaos strikes as Shamsher Khan's camel cart crashes violently into a huge sand dune, flipping over and scattering the treasure and statues. Shamsher Khan crawls out from the wreckage of his cart, his face covered in dust, and slowly draws his heavy, sharp sword with a look of rage. Hukam Singh dismounts his horse and steps forward, as the two legendary warriors face each other in the heart of the raging storm. With the roar of the wind and the thunderous sound of war drums in the distance, the two men lock eyes, beginning the ultimate climax. The epic battle of Hukam Singh. Hukam Singh rises slowly from the deep desert sands with his eyes closed, focusing all his energy before screaming Shamsher's name in rage. With a roar like a lion, Hukam Singh grips his heavy sword with both hands and charges violently toward his enemy, Shamsher. Hukam Singh's attacks become incredibly fast and powerful, leaving Shamsher completely overwhelmed until Hukam shatters Shamsher's shield into pieces. The two warriors fight atop a massive, towering sand dune that is slowly collapsing and shifting beneath them due to a fierce storm. Refusing to surrender, the desperate Shamshur threatens to throw the sacred idol of Kuldevi into the dangerous quicksand to win the war. Just in time, Lado strikes her final dagger into Shamshur's foot, causing him to lose his balance and slip away from the idol. The final battle of the desert. In a breathtaking slow-motion move, Hukam Singh leaps high into the air and plunges his Rajput sword deep into Shamshur's chest. The sword slips from Shamshur's trembling hand as he begins to sink into the same massive pit of sand where he buried many innocents. The cruel ghost of the dunes finally meets his end, disappearing completely as the hungry sands swallow him whole forever. Racing against time, Hukam Singh lunges forward and grabs the sacred idol of Kuldevi just before it sinks into the shifting sands. The storm finally fades away as the first rays of the morning sun touch the sand, and Hukam Singh and Lado share a look of relief. The loyal army of Jaisalmer arrives at the scene, respectfully recovering the sacred idol and the lost treasure of the land. The hero's grand return to Jaisalmer. The entire city of Jaisalmer gathers on the streets to welcome Hukam Singh and Lado back with open arms and showers of flowers. In a moment of deep humility, the Maharawal king leaves his royal throne to personally apologize to Hukam Singh for his past mistakes. The king officially declares Hukam Singh as the new Grand Commander of Jaisalmer, placing the royal sword as a symbol of his power. Hukam Singh humbly states that this victory belongs to Lado and the Banjaras who call the vast desert their home. The sacred idol of the Kuldevi is reinstalled in the fort temple amidst the powerful chanting of Vedic mantras and the sound of conchs. The night ends in a grand celebration with spectacular fireworks over the fort and traditional Ghumar and Kalbelia dancers performing. The legend of the Desert Guardians. Hukam Singh and Lado stand atop the fortress walls, gazing silently at the endless waves of golden sand dunes stretching far into the distance. Lado looks at Hukam with curiosity and asks if the great commander will now spend his remaining days living inside the luxury of the palace. Hukam Singh smiles gently, telling her that while the palace is grand, his heart still beats for the wild and free desert lands. Unable to stay away from their true home, they both mount their majestic horses and ride back toward the shimmering golden sands. As they ride, they embrace their destiny as the eternal protectors of the desert, disappearing into the glowing horizon of the dunes. The sun sets completely, turning the dunes into shimmering gold as the epic journey of the Desert Guardians comes to a peaceful end.